I drink water with like every meal. I don't I don't know if that's lazy or cheap, but I definitely want to say I'm cheap. Um, or maybe I'm genius. The thing is, I don't really eat breakfast every day. Um, Sometimes it's on purpose, but other times it's not. I wake up and my body goes on like autopilot. Um, yeah. But when I do eat breakfast, overnight oats is 100% one of my go-tos. Can it still be overnight oats if you don't wait till overnight anymore? I am 100% a texture person. Like if something tastes great, but the texture is weird, I won't eat it. Like, just cross it off my list. Overnight oats, I never really mind the texture, or I guess when I did it before, I never mind the texture, until one day I just completely forgot to set it up the day before. And then I wanted it. So I was just like, screw it. 5-minute oats, here I come. Now, I love it. As I said, it's my go-to. And if I wouldn't advise trying it for 5-minute oats, probably try the overnight oats first. But it's definitely my jam now. For the most part, with breakfast, I'm pretty much a creature of habit, which is weird because I really love just creating and inventing foods. So for my overnight oats, for example, if I'm out of peanut butter, like Thanos, I'll just start snapping my fingers and having people disappear. It's certainly a thing. I would honestly really just swap it out at times. I don't really like it with anything other than peanut butter, but I have tried like hazelnut spread or coconut butter, cashew butter, I mean. But yeah, I mean, they taste okay, but it's not what I'm looking for. It doesn't like hit the spot the same way. Okay, so slight tangent, right? When I was younger, when my mom, when she got upset, like she would call me or one of my siblings, and she would like snap her fingers. She would be like, Andrew. So you can imagine when I seen Avengers and I seen Thanos and he went like, I was like, Mom? Completely joking. Completely. That's an absolute lie. My mom never did that. Mom, I love you. If you ever watch this, don't hurt me. So for lunch and dinner, I'm 100% like a meal prep person. I like things that I can just toss in my microwave and heat up. So like having a full-time job, kids, honestly just parenting, adulting, if you want to call it that. Also, I try with my wife to provide just content for things that we love to do, which is cook, meet people, help people, things like that. So with this platform, just all these mix and slew of different demands and priorities, just if I could find something easy for dinner or easy for lunch, for that matter, I'm all about it. So what I'll do is on Sunday, meal prep, for example, I'll make a few things just to make sure I'm ready for the rest of the week, just to keep things smooth and going whenever I get to lunchtime. This prep also helps with working from home, because now you can use that time to spend with your family. At least that's what I use that time for. Or, maybe you like to use it for TV shows or, Netflix and chill. You can use that time somewhere else rather than using the time to make food and then literally just going right back to work. What is it with people making a baked potato and not eating the whole thing? I say that like I'm not in that club. At least a few years ago I was. Now I'm not in that club anymore. I guess because I'm more educated that I can eat the skin of the potato. So I eat the whole thing now, but I'm sure other folks have other reasons. As you just saw, I season the skin now because I'm ready for it. It's about to go down. I forgot to mention this when talking about the overnight oats, but like those and baked potatoes, we have a couple of different ideas on our website that you could tune into and ultimately get creative with. So definitely try those out. So there's this common misconception that no one's at fault for. It's purely just curiosity. that's in a sense unanswered. So I guess I want to answer it. This is your tangent disclaimer. Well, just a little one right here. A lot of our videos, we have a lot of product in, and the thought is that we eat all of this product. And I would say that lends to the mindset that Larisha and I are unhealthy. So to help understand where all that food goes, it's certainly not our bellies. Honestly, it should go to the kids. I mean, kids eat, man. Whew, kids eat, but it doesn't. We share it. We give that stuff to family. We have a pretty good network, I would say. We also give it to our neighbors. We donate it. So basically, in you guys supporting us, we try to support other folks, whether they're close to us or, whether they're not. It's just about sharing and giving back to the community, But we love junk food, so don't get it twisted. I completely just contradicted everything I just said. Does anybody else eat dinner around like 5 o'clock, and then you're not hungry for the rest of the day until someone says dessert? I'm so sorry. That's me. Yep. That's 100% me. But knowing that about myself, for my family in general, because we're all kind of that same way, I try to go with like a pretty heavy dinner, like a good loaded dinner. We try to go like heavy on the veggies. If it's not heavy there, then heavy on like whatever the protein source is or the main protein source is. or, just heavy on the grains, something that's gonna digest just a little slower. I 100% try not to eat until I'm full. And unless it's like a basic salad, then I'll go put my sweatpants on and I'll eat until those sweatpants feel like skinny jeans. I am all about a 30-minute meal. If my meal is gonna take longer than 30 minutes, then I'm calling out of work the next day. I actually really love being in the kitchen. But I notice that's if there's nothing pressuring me to be in the kitchen. Like my 5-year-old, wrestling me down at my kneecap, talking about, "Daddy, I'm starving." Bruh, you just had food like 10 minutes ago. Shout out to my babies, I love them. They're crazy, but they keep me on my toes. Anyhow, guys, I really hope you like this video. Make sure to leave your feedback in the comments. Please subscribe if you haven't already. All of the recipes you've seen today are linked in the description below, but what will happen is that we'll send you over to our website where you can find even more delicious recipe ideas. Thank you so much for the love and support. That's all I got. Believe in good. Peace.